Okay, fourth video on logs, guys. I know it's getting heavy. I know it seems like a lot, and it is a lot. I do want to show you one last thing. Hopefully, this last video is a little bit shorter. So, for example, we did solve exponential that looks something like this. When solving exponential equations, you're going to need logs, right? An example of when we didn't was something like this: 9 to the power of x plus 2 is equal to 3. Okay, so saying 9 to the power of what is equal to 3. And so this, I cannot solve this unless these bases are the same. This is a 9, this is a 3. And to remind you of that is, remember if I had something like this, if I had 3 to the power of x equals 3 to the power of 5. Bases are the same, I can just cancel it out. Guess what? X equals 5, done. Okay, so if the bases are the same, you could just cancel them out and just make the exponents equal to each other. It's not really canceling. In this case, they're not the same, so I can make the 9. 9 is the same as saying 3 to the power of 2. 9 is the same as 3 to the power of 2. We know that. Okay, but wait a minute. If I make 9, if I turn that 9 into 3 to the power of 2, it essentially has to now multiply with what was already there. And what was already there in existence? It was x plus 2. So I'm going to multiply those two. So that's going to leave me with 3 to the power of 2x plus 4. And I have all equals to 3. You may be saying, well, this doesn't have an exponent. Yes, it does. What is the exponent? The whole exponent is 1. So now we're going to cancel those out, set the exponents equal to each other. 2x plus 4 equals 1. We just solve it from here on out. Minus 4 is going to be a fraction. That's okay. 2x equals negative 3 divided by 2. X equals negative 3 over 2. Done. We're done with our problem, okay? Another one like that, just so we can get us to where we are. Let's say we have 2 to the power of x equals 8. Let's go 2 to the power of 2 to the power of x minus 1 equals 8 to the power of x plus 3. Okay? Something like that. So this is a base of 2, this is a base of 8. I can change a base of 2, but I can change 8 into 2 to the power of 3. Because 2 to the power of 3 is 8. However, I do have to remember, if I make 8 to the power of 3, this was already there. The x plus 3 was already there. We can't just get rid of it. No. So that 3, since 8 is 2 to the power of 3, multiplies with that. So that's going to equal to 2 to the power of 3x plus 9 equals 2 to the power of x minus 1. Bases are the same. Exponents equal each other. X minus 1 equals 3x plus 9. And at this point, you're just solving an algebra problem. Minus x, negative 1 equals 2x plus 9, minus 9, minus 9. That's going to give me negative 10 equals 2x. Divide by 2, I get negative 5 equals x. Done and done. Okay? Negative 5 equals x. Now, if you don't believe me, we can actually plug this in and figure it out. Negative 5. If I make this negative 5, I get negative 6. If I make this negative 5, I get negative 2. 2 to the power of negative 6 is 1 over 64. Yes, it is. 8 to the power of negative 2 is, would you look at that, 1 over 64. Yes, it is. It works. It works. So we have gone over that. I don't actually typically need to use logs for that. I just make it a common base. However, let's look at something like this. Now, I am not going to put the formulas up necessarily that you need for this. I don't want to confuse you more than you need to. Okay? I will ask you this though, you do need to have your calculator with you. A scientific calculator that has log. Just log. Okay? You can use ln for this too. You guys don't know what ln is just yet. Don't worry about it. Just use log. Now remember, if a calculator says log, if it says log of 100, that technically means log base 10 of 100. They just don't put the 10. And what this means is 10 to the power of what is equal to 100? Well, it's 10 to the power of 2 is equal to 1. Okay, so this whole thing is just equal to 2. Done. Okay, log base 10 of 100 is 2. So on the calculator, if you do log of 100, so right now go ahead and do it. Press log of 100. So press log, then 100. You'll get 2. Cool. So what if we do this? 6 to the power of x plus 2 equals 18. Uh-oh. That looks a little more complex. That looks a little more complex. All right? Doesn't look fun. Well, there's a couple ways you can do this problem. One way I'm going to show you guys is this. All right. Let's see this. Okay, so we are going to do this. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I mean, okay, let me just, probably the easiest way we can do this, it would solve this every single time is this. I'm going to ask you guys to get rid of this base of 6, so we're just left with x. Because I can't change this into 2 to the power of something. I can't change this to 2 to the power of something. I can't change this to 3 to the power of something or that. No. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a log base 6. Cancel it out. I'm going to do a log base 6 to this. I'm going to be left with x plus 2 equals log base 6 of 18. That's very interesting here because I can actually do something like that. That's a log base 6, not log base 10. My calculator does log base 10. It doesn't do log base 10. Calculator, when it says log, it's log just means log base 10. I can rewrite this for log base 10. The way you rewrite it is log 18 over log 6. This and this are equivalent to each other. Log 18 equals log 6. So remember, that's log base 10. So now I'm going to get my calculator. Oh, by the way, all of this is equal to x plus 2. Now I'm going to get my calculator. You can do this with me. Get your calculator. Where's my calculator? Okay. And press log of 18. So log of 18 is 1.25, approximately 1.25. Here's what that means. Log of 18 means 10 to the power of what is 18? 10 to the power of 1.25. Essentially, is what the calculator is telling me. All right, now I'm going to do log of 6. Log of 6 is 0.78, approximately 0.78. Okay, so I have x plus 2 is equal to whatever that is. So let's do that. 1.25 divided by 0.78, which is 1.6. I'm approximating. Okay, 1.6, and then lastly I got to do minus 2 minus 2. X is equal to negative 0.4, negative 0.4. And we are done. Okay? Negative 0.4. I know that's a lot. I know this is 4 videos. None of them are easy. But just keep in mind, this week you're probably only just going to have a quiz on Friday, and it's going to be light. It's just going to be more simple, basic stuff. Tomorrow's practice test will give you a heads up on what you're going to see on this week's quiz. I guess it's a practice quiz is what I should call it. But then the following week, 5/18, the week of 5/18, you'll have a more comprehensive test. It'll give us more time. When is tutoring? Tutoring is Thursday, 3 p.m. Thursday, 3 p.m. So come on in Thursday, 3 p.m. if you have any questions whatsoever. So I do recommend you guys do come in for almost everybody. I recommend you come in because it is needed for this. And we'll go over the practice test. Won't be as in-depth as all this. I won't be covering all this on the practice test, but more of the basic stuff of it. Thank you guys.